Brawls break out as parents protest Pride event at LA's Saticoy Elementary School. A Pride Month event at a Los Angeles area elementary school devolved into multiple brawls on Friday as parent protesters forced police to intervene just a few weeks after a trans teacher's pride flag was burned on the premises. Over 100 parents rallied against the Pride Day assembly at Saticoy Elementary School in North Hollywood, the Los Angeles Times reported. Many of the outraged protesters held signs with messages like "Parental Choice Matters" and "No Pride in Grooming," the outlet said. One truck had a large trailer draped in a red banner stating, "Leave our kids alone." They faced off against over 100 other demonstrators gathered across the street in support of LGBTQ+ rights and Pride Month, which kicked off on June 1. At least 2 scuffles took place at the tense event, according to NBC Los Angeles. It was not immediately clear if anyone was injured or arrested. The Friday Gay Pride and Rainbow Day assembly was set to include a reading of The Great Big Book of Families by Mary Hoffman, the outlet noted. Parents could request that their children not attend the program. But Los Angeles Unified District Superintendent Alberto Carvalho reassured parents outside the school on Friday that there was no sex education specific to the book. The book portrays a reality that is not only common, but is real to our kids, he said, adding that the material was approved by the school district. One woman, Corrine, 40, told the LA Times that she was fed up with propaganda, and was frustrated that her Saticoy third grader came home from school with rainbow stickers and other items last week. "I didn't come from Armenia for this," she said of the inclusive material. "I came for freedom and for my children to learn about math and education, not about this. I might go back home." One of the clashes took place when Corrine and other protesters attempted to cross the street to the pro-Pride side, which prompted police to intervene, the outlet said. Renato Lira, director of the San Fernando Valley LGBTQ Center in Van Nuys, yelled at the protesters to get educated. They needed to talk to actual gay people and parents, he told the LA Times. Tabitha Davis, 44, arrived at the protest draped in a transgender pride flag and wearing a sweater that read, "You deserve to be happy. I feel like it's my position and my place to fight for others to feel safe," Davis, whose child is a trans student at another district school, said. The group behind Friday's protest, Saticoy Elementary parents, insisted on social media that they were not against LGBTQ+ individuals. "We want to reiterate that our protest is in no way an attack on the LGBTQ community," the group wrote on Instagram on Thursday. "We recognize the importance of promoting equality and acceptance for all individuals." Even so, they distributed flyers urging parents to keep their kids home and innocent rather than attend Friday's event. Tensions within the Saticoy community have been simmering for several weeks and came to a head late last month when a transgender teacher's small pride flag was burned during the weekend of May 20, 21. Police are investigating the incident as a hate crime, NBC Los Angeles reported. Security outside the school was also heightened on Friday, and included Los Angeles Police Department officers, the outlet said. In a statement, the Los Angeles Unified School District said it remains committed to maintaining a safe, inclusive and supportive environment for all students in the face of controversy. News Story 2. Trans inmate who filmed sexual abuse of 7-year-old daughter housed in troubled New Jersey women's prison. A transgender woman convicted of filming pornographic videos of her 7-year-old daughter has been revealed as one of the transgender inmates being housed at a troubled all-female New Jersey prison. Marina Voles, 34, is serving her 25-year sentence at the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility for Women alongside her accomplice Ashley Romero, 30. Also a trans woman who participated in the sickening child sex abuse, according to jail records reviewed by the Post. Volts, who went by Matthew before transitioning, is now listed as female in official prison records. Voles and Mahan were 2 of 4 people found guilty of running a porn company out of Volts' basement in Franklin Township in Somerset County. A source inside of the prison told Reduxx that Voles still has male genitalia. Voles and Romero are looking to tie the knot while behind bars in an apparent effort to share a cell, an inmate told the outlet. Last month, protesters demanded that transgender inmates be removed from the Garden State's only all-female corrections facility. At least 10 transgender women, including one who claims she has a taste for blood, are housed there. Get Men Out activists gathered outside of the state capitol and read letters from 4 biologically female inmates at the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility. The women described from behind bars their fears at being housed with biological men who identify as women, particularly in regards to sexual assault. One transgender inmate impregnated 2 women at the facility last year. Brawls, Romero and Sean Allen, 54, were convicted in 2022 of operating a pornography production studio specializing in amateur, BDSM and taboo fetish content, investigators found, according to New Jerseycom. Dulcinea Neko, 21, also pleaded guilty to 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. According to the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office, Brawls brought her 7-year-old daughter from Oregon to New Jersey to carry out the abuse. Romero and Allen repeatedly filmed horrific sexual assaults of the child, prosecutors said. Police were tipped off to the abuses by an anonymous phone call to the New Jersey Child Abuse Hotline, New Jerseycom reported. On January 28, a search warrant was executed at the residence and it was discovered that the child was in fact residing in the home where a pornography production company was being operated. Exposing the child to sexually explicit matter, prosecutors said after their arrest. Electronic items, including cell phones and computers, were seized for forensic examination. During the examination and analysis of the electronic devices, several sexually explicit photos and videos of the 7-year-old victim were located. Brawls and Romero will have to serve the full 25 years before being eligible for parole, according to the outlet, while Allen must serve 10 years before he is eligible for parole. According to the outlet, Neko was sentenced to 5 years. All 3 pleaded guilty to various counts of sex trafficking, sexual assault and endangering the welfare of a child. There is no hope that they will emerge from incarceration as better people because they are not capable, Assistant Prosecutor W. Brian Stack said at their sentencing. They're bad people. Edna Mahan Correctional Facility began accepting transgender prisoners in 2021 after a controversial state policy permitted inmates to be housed according to their preferred gender identity. Last October, the New Jersey Department of Corrections changed its policy after the Post's story on Demi Minor. The transgender inmate convicted of killing her foster father, who later impregnated 2 female inmates at the prison. Now transgender prisoners are given something called a rebuttable presumption to be housed according to their gender identity, meaning that prison officials can override their preference. An NJDOC spokesman said. Edna Mahan has a history abusing women's human rights. A 2020 Department of Justice report found Edna Mahan violates the constitutional rights of prisoners in its care, resulting in serious harm and the substantial risk of serious harm. Specifically, Edna Mahan fails to protect women prisoners from harm due to sexual abuse by staff.